First things first, chat. It is time again, probably the last reaction content that you're going to see, for more tier 11s are coming to the game. More of them. And we now have all the stats for them.
Update 2.4 will bring the biggest
Here we go.
boost to tier 11 this year, with a full 6 new vehicles. We already spoke about the German Heavy and its branch in a separate video.
Yep, we've already looked at this.
One, we'll look at what the other 5 newcomers can do.
The WZ light tank is the one that I'm most interested in knowing more about. The rest of them a bit I also want to see if we're going to get changes to the rest of the line. Because I'm not going to lie, a lot of them need to be changed, especially the VZ line. The VZ line is unusable with the current double shotgun.
You'll see they've got plenty to impress you with. The Czechoslovakian heavy ranks will be bolstered by the VZ63P. It's a direct continuation of the branch with all its strengths. Good dynamics, the familiar gun depression, and the trademark autoloader, which can
yes, okay, it has its trademark autoloader, which is unusable for the rest of the line.
Deliver around 1,000 HP of damage in a matter of seconds. Like all Tier 11 vehicles, the VZ63P has its own special mechanic.
Right.
The adjustable fuse setter takes into account the result of the first shot and improves the characteristics of the second shell in the magazine.
Okay.
The mechanic doesn't have a separate activation key. It operates automatically, and you'll feel the result in every second shot from the magazine as long as the first one connects. Hit with
these abilities are probably the easiest for people to understand, the ones that you just don't need to think about. It's like the KR1 ability, you just do more ramming damage. This type of stuff I like. I like that you don't need to always activate something. I like these style abilities.
Without damage,
it's good for my small brain.
Greater penetration. Pierce their armor, the shell will fly with increased average damage. That means if you...
Wait, how much did it go up by? We've done 526.
The shell will fly with increased average damage.
630. Done 110 damage.
That means if you penetrate with each shot, you can raise damage per minute and make the vehicle even more effective. The mechanic works with all shell types.
Oh my god. Oh my Jesus. Well, 316 is only 1 penetration better than the tier 10 to start out with. That's not that good for a tier 11 to have 316 premium pen. I don't know whether or not this is stock, but 316 premium pen is not very good. It's very, very good in comparison to the 306 of the double barrel, or the double, I keep calling it double barrel. It's not a double barrel, the autoloader, but it's really, really bad in comparison to the 315 using the gun you should be on the VZ55. Yeah.
And fully emptying the magazine will give you average damage of over 1,100 HP in a short space of time. That's an exchange your opponents won't forget in a hurry.
Right.
Strong frontal armor, in turn, will help this heavy feel at home on the front line. While others wait for the perfect moment to utilize their mechanics, the VZ63P uses its own throughout the whole...
Can I just say, no one has waited to use the KR1 mechanic. I see someone absolutely dive bombing into whatever they see in front of them if they're in a KR1.
Battle, turning every first shot from the magazine into a chance to strengthen the next. High alpha, great dynamics, and solid survivability.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Gun depression 8 degrees. Is this fully upgraded? I'm guessing so. So we have 598 as the adjusted shell, but 520 alpha for the normal one. So you're looking at, it's nearly, in fact, this is actually just a double barrel. Oh, my brain wants to say double barrel. An autoloader version of the single shotgun that you have at the VZ55. So it seems pretty good. I don't know whether or not the soft stats are the same.
Traits, this Czechoslovak is clearly ready to fight for the title of Best Breakthrough Tank.
Oh, here we go.
Extending the Chinese light tank branch will be the WZ219. This light doesn't make you choose between fighting and scouting. Good damage per shot. And the best gun depression of the whole branch.
Woo!
Let it go head-to-head with medium tanks.
Okay.
While its infrared search and track mechanic detects hidden targets. When it is activated, a scan sector appears in front of the vehicle. If an unspotted opponent is revealed in the sector, you'll see a corresponding icon. While the enemy will be notified, The longer the device operates, the more the sector narrows, increasing your view range within the area and...
This is without CVS, remember? So CVS then adds even more to this. So CVS++.
further reducing the concealment of...
Oh my god.
moving targets and opponents behind foliage.
40%! 40%! What does CVS give? Hang on. What does CVS give? So CVS in the correct slot gives 20%. You have 60% for behind foliage. Stationary and moving. To put this into perspective, that means the bush is gone. Because I believe you can get a 60% bush. Yes? Is that an 80% bush? Like if you do like everything? I can't remember the actual bushes. But I think 80% is the maximum. But if you're just sitting in a bush, it's like 60% or something like that. Either way, that's basically just going to remove whatever bush is there. I don't think anything is really surviving when it's at the maximum thing. If you got minus 60%, I don't think you're surviving that. Or like unspotted.
And foliage. However, if it detects a target, your vehicle will also become spotted for a short time in response. If you have...
It feels like it's just suicide scouting. No? Am I wrong? Like, it just feels like this is just a suicide scout that both gets you killed and the enemy killed. But with this, you do it from behind cover. So you could maybe just escape. I don't like that type of gameplay. I mean, you can know when it's happening. I'm not sure on the calculations, but I think that most people are not even going to be getting up to the maximum percentage. Like, I think that most people are going to get spotted behind a bush when they're just like activating it maybe halfway through.
Enough information about your opponent's position and you don't want to reveal your own, all you need to do is deactivate the mechanic in time. The WZ-219 is a versatile light tank that gives its team...
The cooldown is 30 seconds. You have a 7-second duration. You are spotted for 4 seconds. So I'm guessing you're spotted for 4 seconds and then you have maybe the normal cooldown afterwards. 533 meters. Wait, so that's... Is that 533 meters base? Yes. There is nothing that could... I don't think there is anything in the game that could survive that. So you have near 650 view range if you get some equipment, but then you also have minus 60% to a bush. It does make the Borken's ability look a bit shit, I'd say, in comparison.
Intel and fire support. There will also be a new addition to the Italian fleet.
Ah, yes.
CAV-71 medium tank. This speedy vehicle...
It looks so ugly. What is happening? What has happened to this vehicle?
It's a gun with the familiar auto-reloading system, but enhanced by the new forced loading mechanism, which lets it reload the whole magazine significantly faster. When the mechanic is activated, the timer for loading the current shell is reset to a fixed value. The mechanism has just 3 charges. It recovers automatically, and much faster when the magazine is fully loaded.
We have an auto-reloader for the auto-reloader. Amazing.
This lets the CAV-71 cause the kind of damage in half a minute that will pack off almost any
reloading the reload. Yeah.
Vehicle to the garage. To do so, you simply need to fire the magazine's 4 shells, then use the charges to speed up the loading of another 3. Moreover, the mechanic's operation is not affected by shell order or external factors and effects like a damaged ammo rack. Or stunning by artillery. And if the reload time has already reached the value the mechanic shortens it to, the system won't allow a charge to be used. That way, you won't waste any. Add to that comfortable firing alongside good dynamics.
Oh, hang on. 390 alpha, 277 standard pen. That's pretty good. 335, I'm guessing, is heat rounds. 105 for the thing. I'll be honest with you, it looks pretty good. The only thing that's actually the biggest issue with this is that intuition doesn't work. So the entire Italian auto-reloading line is just nerfed massively by the fact that you cannot use intuition. And I don't understand why. I'm hoping they're going to say something about this in a minute, and they're going to say that they've changed intuition and made it great for the rest of the line, but it's one of the biggest downfalls of this.
Get the top representative of the Italian medium tank family, ready to make a real impact on the battlefield.
Well, it doesn't look like it.
And representing...
1 second, I just want to go back to that. For those of you that don't know how that works, the intuition at the moment, when you, for an autoloader, let's say a 50B, you go in, you load the clip, or load the mag, whatever you want to call it. You then do intuition, it loads the full mag there ready for you. So like you have 4 shells ready to go. In a Progetto 65 currently, you load the full clip, you do the intuition, it loads 1 shell. I don't know why. It's not going to be that OP to do that. You've already spent the time to load all of the shells. Why would I not be allowed to then just go and change the ammo type?
Sweden is the BV111. Like its predecessor, it doesn't rely on armor thickness, but on bouncy armor angles that its hydropneumatic suspension makes even more effective. The suspension also ensures superb gun depression, allowing the tank to fire from practically any hilly location. On top, this newcomer has 2 combat modes. By default, you get classic Swedish medium tank gameplay, with good mobility and stabilization,
okay,
plus high alpha and damage per minute. But simply switch to external ammunition feed mode, and the automatic transfer mechanism will start feeding enhanced ammo from external rear boxes. This will reduce the reload speed and top speed, but increase average damage, allowing you to be more effective when the battle slows down a little.
Interesting to see how much you actually go down.
Apart from HE shells, so keep in mind which type of shell you have loaded. You don't need to stop to switch the mode, and it doesn't reset loading. Its current timer adapts to the selected mode, taking into account the minimum threshold. On uneven terrain, this Swede feels on top of the world. If it's positioned right, shells will slide off its turret and halt, barely even scratching the paintwork.
It seems like, why would I not use this mode? Like when I'm just in combat. If it's not even got like any, like you don't need to stay still or anything like that, you just instantly just go into the mode, fight, and then that's it. You lose some DPM. Does it counter it that badly though? You lose 30% of your rate of fire. You lose half your top speed. What's the point of it then?
And the alternative mode lets the vehicle play even better in situations where high...
Hang on. So you go with 100 more alpha damage for... I could just high roll and get this alpha damage. And I'm so much what's the point of it? I don't see the point of this now. Anyway, 265 standard pen. That's much better than the UDAS already. 320, I'm guessing this is heat, which is fine. It's much better than 310 with the UDAS. 13 degrees of gun depression, I don't care about this. What I would like to know is, what is the gun depression before I enter siege mode? Because that is the biggest factor of how the tank actually feels. Because at the moment, the UDAS is 6 degrees, which means that you don't have gun depression until you then go to 6 degrees, like below 6 degrees, and you just feel like you just can't play properly. So we'll see what the actual gun depression is before. The rest of it looks fine though. Obviously we'll have to look at the armor layout, but this is just a gimmick. I don't see the point of using this. I do not see the point of using this mode at the moment.
Damage per shot is worth more than a few seconds of reload time. Finishing off on 5 is the Shugo tank of the Japanese branch. Like its predecessor, it has a powerful gun that boasts the highest AP shell penetration in the game.
Very good, very good.
Comfortable depression and rockets. High explosive rockets. They're precise and cause big damage, but the velocity and penetration are low. So try to capitalize on opponents' mistakes. If you combine a rocket with a gunshot, you can deliver a devastating strike. The rockets are perfect both for dealing a lot of damage.
It looks so stupid. It also looks like it's deadly accurate.
Vehicles, and for finishing off opponents. What's more, the tank destroyer feels great on the front line, thanks to its noticeably sloped, well-armored cabin. Owing to good survivability, excellent penetration,
the style looks cool.
Alpha,
right, here we go. 370 AP pen, unless they've managed to change the AP pen. But 370 and 310 AP means that it's, I believe, joint first for the best standard pen in the game, along with the FV. So the rocket launcher has a 45-second cooldown, 600 average damage, 80 pen, which means that you can actually pen a lot, 320 shell velocity, 0.15 dispersion. I wonder if when you do crew skills and everything else, it actually increases this, or decreases this. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad though. 16 seconds, 750 alpha, 95 HE pen as well, 8 degrees of gun depression as well. Not bad.
Go is effective in any situation. In addition, the vehicle backs up its versatility with a convincing combo of gunfire and rocket strikes. All the new vehicles, like other Tier 11s, have their own...
Although, 36 kilometers an hour is going to mean that it's slower than the Hovey 3 because field mod. So it will be slower than that. That's something to think about.
Upgrades. As you progress through them, the vehicle's mechanics become more effective, and fully upgrading them unlocks unique customization elements. The new vehicles will be among us soon.
They look cool.
So start saving XP at Tier 10. If you haven't battled in over 60 days, just log in and grab a heap of goodies. Tier 8 and 9 rental...
Yes, chat, you can get all of this stuff if you haven't played in 60 days. And once again, you can use my code for even further stuff added in. And you get another hardening and universal manual along with a 2D style. 2D styles for absolutely everyone. This is for returning players. There you go. And you get all of this as well if you haven't logged in the past 60 days. Okay, good video. Shugo and the Visa 63P, pretty excited for. Rest of them, I'm not really that fussed. But yeah, I think that you could do some seriously broken things with the WZ though. Seriously broken.